Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. I just cannot get enough of this game, man. It's wild. It's been 3 months now, and I have not really played almost anything else. We're up to over 1,000 hours on my Steam number, and I've recorded like, I don't know, this is like the 268th video or something like that. Something like that. Yeah. Last time we did LA Lemuria, another free spawn, pop kill, undead nation, vanilla. And it was a good fun game. It was very easy, of course, like they all are. But that's not a big problem. Better to be too easy than too hard, I always say. Let's roll up another one, though. 2. We rolled 2. That's EA Agartha. I've done it on stream, I'm sure I've played as EA Agartha. Have I done a recording of it? I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where it's like, I very well could have, like, eons ago. I don't know. It's a total crapshoot. So I'd rather, as usual, do just one that I know I haven't done. 72. That's MA East. I think this has come up before, where I said I don't think I've done it. I did it on stream, and it was really easy because the sacreds are so ridiculous. So, yeah, we'll skip it. 102 is LA Zabalba. I'm pretty sure we've done that. 282. That is M.A. Haresh Webbed Necropolis. I'm pretty certain we've done that one. 239. M.A. Eoful Cregan Inferno. We've done that one. 289. That is EA Sitka White Giants. We've done that one. 5. EA Baratos. I think that's another one where it's just like I've done it on stream, but I don't know. 224. LA Albstadt. We've done that. 126. Warhammer Dwarves. We've done that. 305. LA Great Arrada Bloody Kingdom. Okay. That is, so we are our second LA nation in a row. And this is a Dominions Enhanced nation. For a map, oh, I'm thinking Dawn of Dominions. That's what I'm feeling in the mood for. Mangg's LPs 218. At late age. We're gonna go 6 nations. Great Arrada. Arrada is a kingdom that long languished in the shadow of Machaka. The destruction of that ancient city by Arami zealots brought opportunity, and Great Arrada has since seized many of the Spider Lord's former lands. Each king takes on the obligation to leave behind more territory than he inherited, and the kingdom wages an ongoing series of wars of conquest that have brought it power and wealth. The armies of Arrada consist of well-equipped professional soldiers led by experienced officers. I like that. The religion of Great Arrada teaches reverence for ancestors, with royal ancestors being particularly exalted. Blood sacrifice is offered to the spirits of the dead, and each year a great celebration takes place at the palace, in which hundreds of slaves are decapitated to honor to the dead kings. Through these offerings, sacred spirits of the dead can be coaxed from the underworld to aid the living once more. So we're a human race. We prefer heat scale +2. We have well-equipped and motivated warriors, archers, and stealthy sacred warriors. Sacred ancestor spirits can be summoned. We get death, blood, air, nature, earth magic with some fire and glamour. Average priests, we cannot preach. Uh-oh. Well, honestly, we don't preach that often, do we? Yeah, our dominion still spreads from temples, so we just can't preach. But we can do blood sacrifice, which draws sacred vultures. We get order +1, heat +1, bless point +1. We have primitive forts. Alright, we have a scout, stealth 40, mountain forest survival. Captain, 100 leadership. Pretty simple. Good. Priestess, 1 death, 1 blood, 1 holy. Okay. Jibbo healer, 2 nature, 20% chance for fire or glamour. Notably, not a healer. As in, they don't have the healer trait. Gibbo diviner, 1 air, 1 earth, air, earth, nature, glamour. Okay, it's a decent research monkey, and maybe more. Its dominion's enhanced, so everything has a use. Mino assassin, cap only, sacred assassin. Now, they are not perma-blessed, so without a flask or something, you know, questionable. They are pretty cheap, but they're also not super good without the bless. 12 hit points, 0 protection, 15 defense, 11 MR, a broadsword, and short sword. They're pretty average. Yeah. And they're, like, not good enough where I want to give them a flask to make them blessed, so yeah, we're probably going to skip it. Prince. 150 leadership, sacred, summons allies. Can levy troops from the local populace as shield carriers for the army. Mino captain, 100 leadership, 1 holy. Stealth, pillage 5. Princess, cap only. Okay. Air, earth, death, glamour, blood 3 times. They're also stealth spies for 300 gold. There's potential for higher stuff here. I mean, you have the potential. Let me ask ChatGPT. He'll tell me. D5. Right? Yeah, it's D5. Uh, 4% chance. So that's 300 gold for a 4% chance that you'll get 3 air, or 3 earth, or 3 death, or 3 glamour, or 3 blood. Yeah, that's pretty rough. So you're gonna get a big jumble of shit. What about just getting 2? That's apparently higher. It's a lot higher. 48% chance. So you have basically a 50-50 shot. Well, not quite, but yeah, 48% chance of getting 2 in one and 1 in another. That math doesn't really sound right to me, but I suppose, yeah, there's 3 rolls. Yeah, I guess it could be. That's still not very good. I'd still rather just go for the diviner, who has a 50% chance of getting 2 air, 2 earth. Agasunan, 2 death, 2 blood, 2 holy. Death, nature, glamour, blood, 10% for another one. They are old, however. 4 recruitment points, 395 gold. Village chief, non-4 provinces, 50 leadership, stealth 40. And Egungun, non-4 provinces, 1 death, 50% chance for air, earth, death, glamour. Fortune teller 10, sacred. Yeah, so we have to kind of see the national spells before we make any hasty judgments. But right now, we're probably looking at just a lot of these things, and we'll see what we get. Units. We have the warrior. Fairly average. They have 10 protection, 12 defense with a parry 4 shield, javelin, spear. I mean, it's pretty average. For late age, it's kind of shit, though. This one has 13 defense with a shield and a broadsword. So that's a bit better. Sort of. Archer. Average stats, 10 protection, all that. Short sword, composite bow, range 40, 14 piercing. It's not bad. Spearman. Okay. 14 protection there now. 12 defense with a shield. And a spear, 10 attack, 13 piercing. Not amazing, I suppose, but livable. Swordsman, same protection of 14, 13 defense with a shield, and the broadsword 16. Yeah, I probably lean towards that. Elite Spearman. We're getting somewhere. 12 hit points, 18 protection on the body, 13 defense with the shield, 10 MR, 13 morale, formation fighter 2, and a spear, 11 attack, 14 piercing. Yeah, I mean, it's not mind-blowing or anything, but it's pretty solid. Elite Swordsman. Same protection of 18. 14 defense with a shield. But they have a 17 damage broadsword, 12 attack. Again, I might lean towards that. Yeah. Megan Guard. 18 protection on the body, 12 defense, no shield. But instead, they have a broadsword and short sword. They're still going to fold under crossbow fire. Banner bearers get the standard for 1 morale to your squad. Mino. Sacred, cap only. 12 hit points. 8 protection on the body, 0 on the head. 17 defense with a parry 4 shield. 11 MR, 13 morale. They have a 16 damage broadsword and a javelin. They are really not that hot. If this was a not cap only, I'd say, like, okay, we got something maybe brewing here, but for a cap only sacred in late age, this thing is... it needs quite a bit of work. Granted, you don't really have to go that hard on scales. So you could do quite the working man's bless. And these could be pretty darn good. I do think they need some sort of protection buff. If only for crossbow fire, because that shield's not going to hold up that well under crossbow fire. Shield carrier is what we can sort of enslave. They carry the shield, so they have 12 defense with the shield. No protection otherwise, 9 hit points. And they have a 12 damage club, 9 attack. But they promote at 15 XP. They join as regular soldiers, probably warriors, I would imagine. Which aren't that good either. Hunters get stealth and javelin spears. Bow hunter gets a short bow, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot of stealth. We get access to great lions, elephants. We get Mokele Mbembe. The ones who stop the flow of rivers. I did an SCP based on these once. So you have 88 hit points, size 7 tramplers with 16 protection, 18 MR, 14 morale, 8 defense. They have 10% regen and fear 5. And recuperation built on. 21 damage, venomous fangs, and dragon gas. For a nice big poison cloud. Yes. I think if we do Sacreds, like... If we do Sacreds and Archers... And we get Poison Resist on the Sacreds... That is a very potent thing to throw in there. Now, what does it take to get one? We'll take a look. Also, our access to nature is not so hot, so it's pretty much these healers. But that's not bad. Bilocos are... Well, they have 10 protection, 14 defense. They have a 9 damage claw and 11 damage sharpest bite, which is armor piercing. Not that bad. Aziza, Commander, Nature Spirit, gets Fire 2, Nature 2, Glamour 2, Flying Glamour, Bringer of Fortune 14, Reduce Unrest 5. Pretty handy if you're going to do blood hunting. Ninki Nanka, this crazy thing with the Gaze of Death, which is just nuts. But only 54 hit points and 10 protection with no other traits. Tricky thing probably to use in your army. Impundulu. Lightning Bird. 3 air, 1 death. Immortality, 3 months. Storm Power. Population Killer. Causes unrest. Lightning Swarm attack. Okay. And Adzi. 1 fire, 3 death, 2 glamour. Change shape. Flying, Assassin 2, Population Killer 30, Cause and Arrest 3. That's a interesting assassin, to say the least. Adzi Bite, 14 attack, 3 armor piercing, life drain plus disease. But they are old, and we hate old people. Ceremony Ancestors. So we can get these vultures by blood sacrificing. They are sacred birds. Yeah. 6 hit point, 2 protection, 12 defense, 5 MR, 8 morale with 6 damage talons. They're really quite shit. Yeah, quite shit. Ancestral Warriors, however, are also sacred. It just feels very similar to what we just played with Lemuria. But they're sacred. 10 hit points, 5 protection, 13 defense with a parry, 3 shield. These are literally taken from Lemuria. Yeah, these are like identical. They have Spectral Spear with the magic resistance check for half. But viable with what our Bless is going to be. And these are all sacred. Every last one of them. Okay. So the ceremony. Once a year, a great celebration takes place at the palace in which hundreds of slaves are decapitated to honor the dead kings. So do I have to have, like, hundreds of blood slaves in stock? I don't know. It's not really explained too well. The vultures I don't really give a shit about, but I'm sure we'll end up with some. Alright, spells. Summon Sacred Ancestors. So you get 3 of those Sacred Ancestor Warriors for 3 death gems. Feels, again, very familiar. Aziza Commander for 25. 13 plus 1 Bilocos for 9 death gems. But now that I know I can get Sacred Ethereal Soldiers for death gems, that makes this a tough sell. Ninki Nanka for 4 water gems. That's really cheap for that thing. Wow, that's cheap. And only requires 1 water. Okay, that's a strong contender. Contact Adzi. Impundulu for 24. There it is, Mokeli Mbembe. There's no way I'm pronouncing it correctly. Level 7, 20 nature gems. Gets you 5 plus 1/2. Holy shit, I thought it was for 1. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. We're planning on going big sacred, big poison resist, big Mokeli Mbembe. I want them. That's our goal. Alteration. Nothing. Evocation. Nothing. Construction. Probably a whole lot of nothing. There's enough items in Dominion's Enhanced as it is. They don't need to add national ones. Enchantment. Cave of the Groot Slang. 30 nature gem. Produces 1,350 gold. Okay. It says produces 1,350, but then it says gold gain 350. 30% chance of Groot slaying attack in coming months. Okay. I don't know what to make of that. Chill of the Grave. We get that same thing. All our undead would get cold aura 3, cold resist 10. Maybe. And that's it. Thaumaturgy. Healing Ritual. Can only be cast by a Gibo healer. Will enable him to heal a single person afflicted with the most deadly diseases. So 1 unit. Yeesh, that's not as good as having Disease Healer 1, is it? I mean, it's similar, but it's not as good. Blood Magic. We get a lot. Summon Mino Ancestors. 3 Ancestral Minos for 10 slaves. And offering to the Ancestors, you get 20 plus 2. So you get 20 plus 2 Ancestral Warriors and 10 Vultures for 40 slaves. Okay, that's something. Offering to the Minos. You get 20 plus Ancestral Minos and 10 Vultures for 40 slaves. Okay. Tomb Temple Training grants Adept Sacrificer 1. Yeah, alright. Weapons of the Ancestral Dead. Combat spell, 1 blood slave. Gives the AP damage buff on Sacred Undead. Area effect 25. That's not nearly as good as the other version from the last nation, in that that was all undead, and this requires a blood slave. Offering to the warriors. 30 plus 2 Ancestral Warriors. An Ancestral Champion Commander and 10 Vultures. Boy, oh boy. Offering to a Prince. An Ancestral Prince Commander, 20 Ancestral Warriors, and 10 Vultures for 50 slaves. Offering to a Princess. Ancestral Princess Commander, 20 Warriors and Vulture for 60 slaves. Offering to a Queen. Ancestral Queen, 20 Warriors, 10 Vultures for 80 slaves. King is 120 slaves, gives you 15 Minos. Ordain Ancestral Weapons. 4 blood, 2 holy. Every Sacred Undead in your army gets armor-piercing weapons. Okay. You also get access to Unholy Power, which is nice, and Power the Shadelands. All undead on the battlefield get increased movement speed and attack skill. But you have to have a level 4 Holy, which is usually pretty tricky to get. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to ignore blood, except that I want to go big conjuration for the Mabele, whatever it is. So I think we're sticking with normal Minos. And I'm sure we'll do a little bit of blood. But yeah, now to cast that, remember, we need 4 nature. And the only way we're really getting that is with our Pretender. But that doesn't quite line up with what I wanted for my Bless. I think we may have to take a Rainbow Mage here. Like the Serpent King. Once you awaken, you get plus 15 poison resist. That's great. That's perfect. Thrones and Dominion may summon a sacred great green serpent each month. Candle time 10% chance. Summon sacred serpents and Lamia up to Dominion candles each month. Rarely summons great green serpent. Yeah, we're going to take this. So he has one higher in human form, but you can't pick his human form to look at. Unfortunately. There's no way to change his shape. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So we're going to take... We want a big working man bless. So I want death 5 at least. I want nature 4 at least. Probably nature 5. We want blood almost certainly. And I want... I mean, we probably want something like this. Probably going to end up being dormant. That's fine. For scales, we mostly just want kind of high Dominion, which is costly on Dominion 1. And beyond that, if we're just going Sacreds and Archers, we really don't need much. Maybe Sloth 1. Maybe Misfortune 1. Maybe Heat 1. And we'll take Dominion 6, or I suppose. Okay, so we want Stygian Flesh. That is good for everybody. Sacreds, all, you know, Undead and the Minos. It's really good. And then the rest is pretty much just like Big Papa Working Man Bless. Blood Surge. We don't have to take poison resist, so that's very nice. We want attack, attack. Do I want more defense? No, I think their defense is pretty strong. So I actually want to take a lot of strength. Yeah, because I want them to hit pretty hard. Yeah, I think that's it. Scales are not very good. We could go imprisoned, but I want the poison resist. Because I think that's going to be good for, you know, poisoning arrows. And, we're going to get them a belly. I mean, yeah, I don't know. We could go imprisoned. But Stygian Flesh is going to be pretty significant for our sacred survivability. That's what we're going with. I'm mostly happy with this. And we can get Mother Oak out. We can cast Foul Vapors with our mage in combat. He can cast, you know, Soul Vortex and all that. For thrones, 8 would be the sort of normal number. I'm going to go 10 because I'm a wild man and I want a lot of thrones. Ah, excellent. We already start with 2 thrones in sight that are just for me and no one else. What more do you want? Let's go see the Sitch to the south. You're going to become a prophet. We're going to start making plenty of sacreds and plenty of archers. For mages, we're mostly sticking with diviners. But we also want healers, because I want envenom arrows. The diviners are just slightly better researchers. Alright, yeah, we're gonna start with diviners. For research, Conjuration 7 is our big kind of goal. We want that. I think the sooner we get that, the better. But it's also a lot of nature gems, and we only have +1 at the start. So I think getting Alteration 5 up as fast as we can for Mother Oak is pretty good for the long run, because, I mean, there's no way that the Mabele is not going to be like a later game thing, so we have to accept that. We also want enchantments for at least Envenom arrows, so we can just grab a couple nature mages to go with us. Thankfully, with Dominion's Enhanced, Serpent Fang is a Nature 2 no gem spell that affects 7+ area effect. So we could go in for enchantment 4. That is a really nice spell too. We're gonna go enchantment 2 and then alteration 5, which is very similar to my usual kind of thug path, but we're doing different things. That's what this game's all about. Memento Mori. That's pretty nice. Okay, Divine Blessing, Sermon of Courage, Prayer of Death, Syllable of Death. Alright, and let's do it to it. With Blood Surge active and everything, we have a 17 defense. There's a -1 penalty for swamp because of the swamp. But if we were not in a swamp, it would be 18. It would be good. 11 MR, 16 morale, 17 attack on the broadsword for 22 slashing damage. It's quite respectable. The only problem really is their protection, which is only 8 and nothing on the head. Yeah, we also should probably set them to throw javelins. Good. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if they'll throw javelins when they're with guys that are not able to throw javelins. Yeah, no cavalry of any kind. No crossbows of any kind. Sort of a rough nation in LA. You are going to cast Envenom arrows numerous times. Range 10, that's fine. We'll probably die. I'm actually going to peel one of these other mages off to start searching. Okay. So Roderland is right there, of course. Which is fine. It's fine, it's fine. That's it. A lot of archers. That's what I want. Yeah, it's fine. That last pack might be the death of me. We'll give it a shot. Tomb of the First King. Poison helps, man. Poison helps. And we took it. Yeah, so we have far too many resources. We could have taken Sloth 2, probably. If we did want to bolster the actual melee numbers, we could throw in... Not much. Nothing actually walks at 12 speed except for them. Damn. The only thing close would be, like, the warrior with 11. Even the spearman is 10. But... I don't know, it's not the worst thing in the world, I suppose, for the warriors to come in second afterwards. Okay, we'll throw in a handful of spearmen like that. Okay. Well, we want to secure north, because we probably want to get here, and we want to get to Valley of the Ape. Presumably, there's a guy up top. We're not finding shit, because it's late age, of course, of course. Hausa down here. Oh, we did find a wild forest and a dancing lights automatically, so that helps. Found a stray wild forest, that helps. Every little bit helps. Six Minos. My god, where are you? Please, we need the Stygian flesh. One nature, one glamour, up to 3 nature a turn. Can't complain too much about that. Research is okay. I mean, we took 2 mages off already. Well, that's shitty. Nine more sacreds. My god. And that's all friendly fire. Fuck. Because we don't have poison resist, we don't have Stygian flesh. And now we lost Tomb of the Third King. Like, barely. Fuck. But we're at war. I'm not letting him post up there, so... Just go. Alright, we gotta prevent... Gotta prevent some casualties there. Found an endless forest. Let's see how the random unscripted little pack does. No problem. Better. Preparations for the celebrations are complete. People flock from miles around to join the festivities. Packs plus 30% magic site found. Celebration grounds. Okay. Alright, so TNG is here as suspected. He's not going to like us being here. This is a Shadow Dustwalker Chithoronic Lion Fire Snake one. Yikes. Me no likey that. Harambe? Okay. So we have two... Well, we don't know what that one is, but let's assume it's easier. So two easier ones, and then this one, which I don't remember now, but I don't think it was crazy. Which we can possibly teleport on to, or Cloud Trapeze. I don't know what I have. I don't think I took Astral. I took 2 air. So we can Cloud Trapeze onto that with our Pretender and Foul Vapors it, maybe. Big maybe. This would have to be the 4th one, the last one. I mean, I'm happy to have gotten the connection, but, yeah, TNG's not going to like it. Hey, remember when we were gonna get fucking poison resist Stygian flesh? Isn't that gonna be awesome? There he is. We found Sparkling Fields. Also, TNG declined my gracious offer. Still lost Aminos, but I think that might have been... I don't know what that was from. It's still possible. Change shape, please. Right, he gets +1 to everything in human form. Very nice. Very nice indeed. He's got 69 research. He's going to be cranking it. Cranking it. 179 we have bumped up to. Me likey. Right. Back to sending TNG an offer. We have a lot of money, so why don't we get another thing? Maybe at Valley of the Apes, just in case he doesn't like us enough. And then me, I mean, it's all massive population everywhere. But I guess Wick is a fine spot. You're going to construct a temple. So now, with all that active, they have 15 protection versus mundane, 19 defense with that XP, Fairy Force Shield. They got poison missiles themselves thrown on there. Poison resist 15. They're not amazing. I I mean, they're still going to die and everything. 15, not that great. They're definitely still going to die. But a lot less will die. And we're going to hit 50 nature gems here by the time we get Alteration 5, so that's great. Mother Oak will rain down upon us. He's still refused. We'll get there. We'll get that bastard. I think they are throwing javelins, thankfully, so that's awesome. 24 points of damage, oh my god. Yeah, 4 points of damage, more likely. 0 points of damage. Yeah, see that, Stygian Flesh. Paying off. 18 damage, 5 damage. They get their kills. Are they throwing javelin? I can't even tell, really. I don't see a javelin hit from anybody. Maybe they're not throwing. No, it doesn't even say miss, so I think they're not. Zabalba ended up winning. Those Macabres are pretty ridiculous. This is a Horse Tribe Cavalry. It's a Watcher Monolith Throne. Oh, goody. Well, we do have Earth Mages. Not many will have Earth 2, but some. So we'll be able to cast Shatter. Yeah. Yeah. We also have plentiful air mages, so we can get shock resist on everybody and then die. Basically die. It's not going to be pretty. We don't really have a great other option, though. Damn, we got 2 shitty thrones over here. This sucks. Alright, TNG accepted finally. That's a little bit of a weight off my shoulders. And we got Femini on the other side here. That's alright. I mean, I never go that way anyways. Yeah, we're gonna need another military commander. He already took this one. Okay, this game's really getting complicated. Might have to jump on Rock Wallow. He hit the Tomb of the Third King again. We couldn't beat the Mounted Commander. Fucking hell. Brawl, vampires. I can't jump on that. Not with foul vapors. We can upcast Firestorm, but I'll be fatigued out and surrounded by vampires. As a serpent. As a man serpent. The serpent form, I don't know, what does it really give us? Regen? 50% regen, but he doesn't have that much health. That's a lot of regen, don't get me wrong, but he only has 2 miscellaneous slots, so you can't pump that number up that much. And that's 47 hit points in our capital. Normally he's got like 25. Fuck. This is a fucky game, man. Okay, let's check Druid Hills. Maybe we'll find a throne somewhere we can work with. All right, after Alteration 5, I think we're going straight down Conjuration Town, even though it's going to help me very little. Quit sailing over here and hitting me. Sacred serpents, huh? He's got a lot of them. Well, with our bless, I mean, they'll hit pretty hard. They'll be pretty accurate. They're not very defensive, though, and they're not very fast, so I'm not quite sure what to do. We also have Great Green Serpent. 82 hit points, 16 protection, 9 defense, 10% regen, fear 5, recuperation, strength of spring, spreads growth, 27 damage venomous fangs, and a 29 damage armor piercing crush. Okay, pretty good. Yeah, our bless doesn't help these things at all. We also have Lamias, which have... Yeah, they're not sacred, so 5 protection, 50% regen, but they'll rarely actually benefit from it. They have a 12 damage claw and a 12 damage armor piercing life drain, but they also shape change into a black serpent. I don't know if we can look at those stats. Black serpent has 22 hit points, 8 protection, 7 defense. The venomous fangs, 50% regen. That's about it. But there's a lot more hit points. And all told, yeah, I mean they're not terrible. So he gets that up to our Dominion candle every month. Quite a bit. Well, obviously I'm taking the big serpents. And I'm thinking maybe I should just hit this throne right away and take it. Thrones are good, and it'll give us more great serpents. So, yeah. I'm gonna put fucking PD on this thing, though. Sick of this asshole. Alright. Also, you can now cast Mother Oak. And I'll throw an extra 10 into it. You never know. "14 nature gems per turn" is exactly what I want to hear. You are going to hold and stay. You are going to hold an attack. Hold an attack. And, yeah, we have a lot of archers. All in skirmish form. Yeah, I mean, we want them to hit archers, but their range isn't that good. It's 40. It's okay. I guess we could move a bit further forward. These things are all pretty slow. Speed 8 and speed 10. Yeah, I guess they're similar speed to ours, so that's fine. That's our setup. Let's see how it goes. Zabalba is all up in here. Yeah, we should get some mages. Build more labs. We really want to get these big poison monsters out. Doesn't really seem like how I scripted that, but okay. So with Blood Surge and everything, they got 33 damage on the Fangs, 35 on the Crush Armor Piercing. Good lord. Yeah, the invulnerability doesn't really help him at all. But the attack is very good. Lost a couple Minos, one Sacred Serpent, an Archer. We're going to lose more than that on the next one. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a death mage. You have to make some princesses, I think, or Agasunans. If I wanted to get the Sacred Ancestors out, which I do. I think I do. I also have Blood Slaves. So we could also be doing a little bit of that and mixing it up. Yeah, it doesn't scale. I don't know. Okay. You tried again there with Hawks, but now I've gotten onto your shit. Sparkling Field, Stone Circle, and Dying Forest. Sounds great. Yeah, big snakes. We lost 17 archers, 5 Minos, 6 Sacred Serpents, 6 Swordsmen. No Great Green Serpents, though. Most of the kills went to the Minos and the archers, but Great Green Serpents did get 14 kills, so, you know. Oh, this one is just, like, ready to go, and I do not have Cloud Trapeze. Nor do I think I could even take this. That sucks. We're never getting that. One air, one nature, one death. Nice. Flame, troll, search. Grand Mosque. And get unlimited level 2 priests for cheap. Also, we're gonna get 200 gold out of this bad boy. Castle, good. Castle, good. Palisade, good. Well, we can finally be friends with Roderland, so he stops sending birds and shit on me. At this point, we go around, we clean up the rest, and maybe go around north and see if we can't get a back door on Thunder Falls. I suppose. Why are we not making a mage here? Can you explain yourself? Oh, it's 4 sacreds, that bullshit. Also, fuck off, dude. We're supposed to be buddies. That's in the script. We're supposed to be buddies. And you're not being a buddy. Also, we definitely want BD here. I don't know. I feel a little screwed, I suppose, on throne situation. But it's mostly just because they're shitty thrones rather than, like, the positioning. Positioning-wise, this is usually where you want to be. You get access to 3 pretty readily. But, yeah. The dreaded Monolith Watcher throne. Good. Roderland accepted. Obviously, he took that. We lost Tomb of the First King, which means we lost a fucking temple again. Yeah, you could put serpents in with these other mooks. Nice +1 morale. Alright, envenom arrows, envenom arrows, envenom arrows. Just hold and fire, my friends. You'll figure it out. That's a long teleport. I allowed a long cloud trapeze. I'm not so sure about this one. Yeah, Conjuration 7 still quite a ways off. We really should probably get a blood mage of some description. Because he can't... Requires holy, right? Yeah, it all requires holy. So he can't do it. 2 blood, 2 holy. It's gotta be... I gotta get one of these. Alright, we'll go for it. Decimated. always forget about my scout when I sit him on a throne. Yeah. Basically, just trying to get a lot of earth mages and air mages. He also casts Serpent Blessing in battle, which I'm pretty sure is the battlefield-wide poison resist. Yep. So that means our archers will be somewhat protected from foul vapors. And that's going to be our strategy for this one. Still have to worry about the shadows, but everything else will be nice and poisoned. And then the fourth throne, I have no idea. The Monolith Watcher is going to be the Shatter Hail Mary play with shock resist. I don't like you having this much shit here, dude. Go away. You've got better things to do with your time, I'm sure. Stone Circle, Earthblood Seepage. Good, good. Got plenty of money. That's nice. Mostly because we got a lot of provinces. This position's always nuts. Because there really needs to be somebody like here to balance it out. It's not a very balanced map. But that's okay. We got like... What are you doing here, dude? Fuck off. There's so many other directions for you to go. Does it always do that fade out thing? Or did I just... Does it always do that? After 1,000 hours, now I question. It doesn't seem like something it normally does. Yeah, Sacreds is just... It's just hard. Like, the archers... Yeah, I mean, just on average, they're going to do a couple points of damage. Yeah, you know, dice rolls. What do you want me to say? Still gathering forces. Oh yeah, we definitely have enough of that. Yeah, I just want a lot of these now. So you can cast... You could also Blood Sacrifice, I suppose. You could cast Summon Sacred Ancestors for now. That's not a bad idea. And why don't you cast... Yeah, why don't you Blood Sacrifice? Keep our shit going. Yes, we should put PD everywhere. You're right. Thank you, viewer. Yeah, fine. It's not that much trouble. It's just... I don't know. I'm just against it. Okay, he took that. Damn. Drones are getting slurped up. Hey, we defended it. Nice. Jeez. It's kind of surprising, really. I think I put PD down. We're up to 200 nature gems, which is a lot. That's a lot. And I could spend a good amount on something, some big stuff. Oh, we can get Ninki Nankas now. And Impundulu, Lightning Bird Commander. I could get Lamia Queen. Fuck it, I'm getting a Lamia Queen. I want to see it. As for Ninki Nanka, we'd have to go with the princess, right? No, she can't get water. Who the fuck can get water? Oh, they do it to me again. They tantalize me with some cool summon, and then I can't get it. I have to go indie? Not even the indie one. True indie? No. No, there's none. Woodhenge Druids can't get water. No. Black Witch? No. No. There's 0 chance of water outside of my Pretender. And I'm not going to have him sit here to summon a Nanka Ninki every turn. Damn. We also have no water gems, so it's a really weird inclusion. But hey, we're not that far off from our big boys. We will have a fleet of them. Also, I forgot about my scout again. It's the surprise of no one. Hard to remember that shit, man. There's the Lamia Queen. Oh, water! Oh, shit! Oh, shit! We got it! 50 regen, yada yada, yada yada. Yeah, you know, it is what it is. But it's a water mage. Now, the question is... what am I going to do about water gems? Am I going to start site searching with this Lamia Queen in the hopes of finding water gems? Or am I just going to dump glamour and air? Because we don't need that many water gems. It's 4 each turn. That gets us 4 of them. No. Femini beat us to the punch. Alright. Yeah, it's gonna get complicated. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? Zero chance Thunder Falls is still available, but you never know. I'm like following my priestess around. Yep. After this, we're gonna go for enchantment 6 for foul vapors. And then I don't know. Evocation, I suppose. Just a little bit. We'll have a lot of mages in the battle, right? We found the Valley of Shame. It's another nature gem and a blood slave per turn. Nice. Okay, Conjuration 7. It's been a long time in the works, but we have made it. We have a fuck ton of nature gems. Jesus. I want more Ninky Nankas. This isn't taken. Well, well. Okay. That's a hell of a cloud trapeze. But no, not really. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heavy cav. I'm feeling confident. You're kind of my guy to do the shit, though. Oh, it can only be cast in swamps. Okay. How are we not in a swamp? Oh, because of that stupid Dominion Enhanced thing makes this a plane. Okay. Make a lab here, please. He's got work to do. Alright, well, I think we gotta capitalize on this, unfortunately. Yeah, we're getting down to it here, for sure. We can take that. There's a lot of hope for us, I would say, at this juncture. Cloud Trapeze. Alright, Cloud Trapeze there, and then we can hop onto it and hopefully clear it. Now, I don't have any construction. I have no gear. Is that going to be a Well, I guess the hope is that they don't actually hit us. No, we want some gear, right? So let's do Construction 3, Enchantment 6, Evocation 4. Should give us some stuff to work with to finish building out temples. And then we'll have to Cloud Trapeze back and start summoning some of these. Uh-oh. Nope. Just took it. Well, now we're fucked. Yeah, we're fucked. Okay, never mind. Cloud Trapeze onto this. We're gonna have to go to war in order to get a 4th throne. I'm not sure what's the best. Probably Roderland, just to go for this. I'm sure he's got a fortress on it, but that's the shortest path, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. I would imagine that's going to be our easiest option. Yeah, it sucks, but that's what happens. You know, summon Ninki Nanka. You got water gems. You are going to summon these until we run out. Well, we'll never run out. We're making 20 a turn. He'll never run out. But it's 4 nature. No one else can do that. Yeah, no one else can do that unless we get a Tree Lord staff. Yeah, unless we get a Tree Lord staff. It does beg the question, though, of if we want to go for Gift of Health, which is enchantment. Was that enchantment 6? No, enchantment 7. That might be worth it. Because we're going for at least 1 throne. It's definitely in our dominion. And we will definitely benefit from the increased health. Ninki Nanka! The Gaze of Death. 10 armor negating damage. And it's a beam. Yeah, we'll bring them along to the Watchers. Okay, we got our... Oh, yeah, there they are. Now, they're not going to be of any use for the Watchers, so we're not going to take them along for that. And they are going to be kind of useful for this, but we're also casting Foul Vapor, so I don't know. It's a lot of poison. We also have a shit ton of units. We really need to just start making these dudes for a bit. This army is going to be massive. Yeah, okay, we just... yeah. It's a lot. The amount of archers that I've made here. Yet another blood nation that we've ignored all the blood on. Oh, he left all his snakes here. And his lamias. Okay. A lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, we're gonna get Gift of Health. It's gonna be great. Beyond that, like, he's gonna cast Foul Vapors. Do we want him to cast anything else big that would be very big and impactful? I have a lot of nature mages, so I don't think I need Hail of Serpent Fangs. So it'd mostly be, do I want, like, Oaken Army or something? Or... he has Big Death, but that's usually... I mean, he could cast Rigor Mortis. Oh, Wailing Winds he can cast. That's right. Well, that's handy, too. So we probably want Evocation 7. We could go for Construction 5 to get every Nature Mage a Thistle, because we have so many frickin' gems. It's too much. It's too much, man. Look at all my Ninky Nankas. And I got a lot of vultures, too. What am I going to do with all that? It's not a good thing. Yeah, it's just a lot. We also got a Demon Jester for some reason who has standard 1. Sure. Okay, we don't need more of these. Right, we can't preach. I need blood slaves. The blood sacrifice. Okay. Yeah, we're mostly just waiting on research now and hoping a war doesn't kick off, which it will. But we're hoping. Then I think we're gonna take this one once we get Wailing Winds. And cast Gift of Health. Although that's probably not going to get to be in our dominion. Yeah, not being able to preach kind of sucks. Yeah, I don't want a village chief. Okay, yes, you are going to cast now Gift of Health. Oh, we got Weavers of the Wood. Oh, that's just for one forest. Okay. Blessing of Gaia. Growth +2 until the end of this year. You can get a Tree Lord. Gift of Health. Beautiful. I was liking that music. Okay, we're about to get construction 5. Anything else big we could cast or something? We could give him we can give him vulnerability 20. I mean, he can cast invulnerability, but he has like a billion things to cast, so I'm kind of on board with that. Okay, when I say play song, I mean play the music. Yeah. Alright, so we can't, yeah, we can't do much blood sacrificing here. A little bit. I don't think we'll get this in our Dominion ever. Nice talk. Alright, we're getting pretty close here. So... No. I don't want that. I want that. God, I got a lot of shit. There was a button to just... You can... Okay, you can do it that way. Yeah, I just don't want all this. This was just for transporting. Okay, we got another 380. So get us another batch. God. Okay. All nature mages. All the ones with 2 nature. You're up. Yeah, I guess you too. Alright, you're all gonna be forging. Thistle, 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 thistle. Okay. And next turn you might all make cornucopias. I'm not sure yet. You might. Yeah, I mean that's probably mostly all I care about. Yeah. I mean, there's maybe some other stuff. The Wild Hunt. Why can't I cast the Wild Hunt? Too complex. 5 glamour, 3 nature. Oh, I only have 4 glamour. Shit. But I can make a Gossamer Veil. I want the Wild Hunt going. We never get that, and this is a rare opportunity. Sneaking enemies. They're sneaking around my capital? What the hell? Now I get the fun process of equipping all this shit. Getting there. Okay, now the great cornucopia forging. Will I have enough? No. But I can make that. It's good enough. It is good enough. We have just an insane amount of units. This is absolutely ridiculous. Look how many sacred serpents I have. It's outrageous. Alright, the Wild Hunt. We need 50 glamour gems. We can get that. Got a lot of earth. And air. Boom. Done. We've gotten it. Oh, put your little hat on, bro. Right. Now, there's also, if I want to cast Wailing Winds every battle, that gets a little trickier, doesn't it? Because we need 4 glamour gems. We'd have to go to construction 7 on that. So I don't think that's going to happen. We just need to concern ourselves with getting more than 1 throne. This is a lot of prep. Wow. Look at that. It worked. It's a good way to piss off all your allies. The thing is, though, it's pointless. The AI has so many commanders. It's just fun to see that pop up, I guess. Alright, we got quite the nature army. We're gonna have plenty of arrows, and we'll have howl and shit. We'll get some stuff going. And we got these guys to carry the rest of our roster of shit. Why do I have warriors? I don't want warriors. No one wants that. We got too much stuff. Okay, let's roll out. Because this is getting ridiculous. So, we're gonna go for this throne first, because I feel like that's gonna wipe us out less than the Watcher one might. I'm not sure. The Watcher one might not be a big deal. We'll lose some to shock damage, but, you know, we'll shatter it, and that'll be it. So basically, we're taking anyone with 2 in something. All the oneers are going. The one gang is going to stay behind. Yes, it is a lot of mages. I'm well aware. That's the point. That's more mages that are going to die. Okay. And just make your way to the Valley of the Ape. And you make your way to the Valley of the Ape. Okay. Shockingly, no wars yet. And it's really hard to defend against this thing. Like, I hate this fucking enchantment, so it's kind of nice to finally see the AI getting boned. We did manage to get Dominion in the Dying Jungle, but to get it here, a little tricky. I'm not looking forward to scripting all this, by the way. It's going to take like 10 minutes. Well, not really. It's going to be a kludge no matter what you do. My god. It's just death after death after death. So it's going to be a kludge no matter what you do. And that's sort of the point, because we mostly want Foul Vapors and Wailing Winds to do most of the work here. And then the Air Mages, well, for this battle, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mean, we'll script everything for the Monolith Watcher throne. We're also going to have Howl up, so that'll be nice. But it'll be something. After Evocation 7, I suppose just go Alteration 8. Might find something. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, the Macabre can defend himself, though. Alright, we're picking up a bunch more mages here, because I don't remember which ones I grabbed and which ones I didn't grab. So anybody with 2 is coming along. Mage Supremacy, baby. Okay, that's it. That's everything. That's everything. Alright. Yeah, so we're just gonna give you glamour gems. I guess I'll give you some nature and death gems, in case you want to do something funny. Now the scripts. Alright, let's do air first. No, do earth first. It's pretty simple. Summon earth power. And then probably we just want protection buffs. Soldier of Steel. But it's so big of an area that we probably could do something else with our time for half of them. And then the others... We're going to assume that they're going to advance and cast Shatter on the throne. So we just need them to do something else for their time before they advance. Weapons of Sharpness is good, but it's AoE 1. I'm not giving them gems because I don't give a shit. We're probably looking at, like, falling rocks. Although it's only in caves. No, Blade Wind is what we're looking at. It's not very good, but it's something. Otherwise, group Stone Skin. Alright, just do group Stone Skin advance. Alright, that's our Earth scripts. They'll all be doing that. It's gonna be crazy good. Everything on the field will have its armor. It's armor buff. And then some. Okay, now air. We don't have any summon air power. It's going to just be, fuck. So Lesser Thunder Ward is AoE 1. Thunder Ward is AoE 20 plus, but it requires an air gem. Fuck. Alright, I have to have them all make Bags of Wind. If we want to do that Watcher Throne, I feel like I have to. Alright, one more turn of sitting then. Are we assuming this is 5 gems? Might be enough. It's 10. Jesus. Well. Nothing for it. Okay. Really? I'm still short. Well, we don't... Nah, they don't all need it. Alright, just make as many as you can. Okay. Yep. Good, good, good. Alright, now we equip many Bags of Wind. This is like the most I've had to prepare, I feel, for a long time. And I'm probably way over preparing for this one. But, you know, better to over prepare than not. God. Headphones just announced that my battery's low. Scared the shit out of me. Right. So now the air scripts for those with the bag of wind. You're looking at Thunder Ward once, and then cast spell. I don't really care. That's the script. Very simple. That's anyone with the bag of wind. Alright, anyone without the bag of wind then? I don't really care. Probably mist form or something, I don't know. There's not much else you can really do. I mean, I could do True Shot, but it's AoE 1. So... it's only cast by spell singers, so no, it's a really rare thing. Fuck it. Forked lightning. Spam. We're going for it. So that's anyone that does not have a bag of wind. Okay. The guys that are not doing anything, the commanders, that's your script. You can throw that on you. And then the ones that just have a thistle mace. Well, that's very few, right? How did you get in the mix? You're not involved. Who the hell are you? Okay. Well, we want one guy to cast Howl. Oh, okay. So he needs the he needs this and the that's fine. Okay, so Hassan, you're casting Howl. That's your role. I don't care anything else. Then everyone else has the Thistle Mace Cornucopia, so it's 2 nature gems. I think we're largely looking at yeah, we only need one person to cast Hail of Serpent Fangs. So that's what I'm going to do. We can also spam group regeneration, which is pretty nuts. Actually, with Thistle Mace Cornucopia, they can all cast mass regeneration. Okay, that's what they're all going to do. That's nuts. So yeah, we're going to have one person cast Hail of Serpent Fangs, and then the rest are all going to cast mass regeneration. Goodness gracious. Now you say you can't, but you can. You can. Just trust me, you can. Just trust me, you can. If not, they'll cast something else. I don't know. It'll be fine. Like he'll cast something. I don't care. This is the amount of scripting I'm doing. Okay. That's pretty much all the commanders, I think. Oh, you know what? It'd be a lot easier if I just moved. And then I can do this so I can see who's actually moving. Alright. Everything's on hold. This is ridiculous, so this has to be just a line. Everything has to be lines if it can be. Hold and attack, rear. line, hold and fire something line, Lamia's, I don't know, man, hold and attack something. This is Kludge City. Like, look at this. This Kludge fucking city. It's gonna be just diabolical Kludge. That's sort of the point. This is ridiculous. I don't know, man. I have too many archers. Is this the most units we've ever had? It feels like it, due to all the Kludge. I mean, it just doesn't stop. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's crazy. And I have to position all this shit. Well, don't cast that. Cast anything but that. This is way overkill on this throne, I'll tell you that much. Jesus. If we don't take this, then something is seriously wrong. Yeah, you know. Thunder War. Like, honestly, I'm not even sure if it'll get to everything. It's a lot of units to try to cover. Probably won't get to everything, really. I don't know, just spread mages around. They got a lot of ground to cover. This is insane. How do I get all this? Oh yeah, I have to script you. So Foul Vapors is the first thing. He'll auto-cast, you know, the Blessing, so that's good. The Serpent Blessing. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Foul Vapors. Wailing Winds. Wailing Winds. After that, I don't really care. I guess he'll also be on Advance. I don't know, man. There's just things everywhere. There's dudes everywhere. I mean, I'd like to think I have a nice distribution, but I don't know. I have no... This is going to be the wildest thing we've done in a while. It's 1,570. Here we go. Throne number 2. We're at 2 hours, and we're taking throne number 2. And I still have to go to war. Valley of 1,000 deaths. I hope not. Chronic Lions hold up, man. I don't think he didn't cast Serpent Blessing. Was that busted? Did I just lose all my archers on that hope and dream? Oh my God. Yeah, we sure did, I think. Maybe it's there, it's just not represented. It's possible, but I don't know why that would be. Okay. Well, we lost 3 of the captains, 5 diviners, which sucks. So we lost... Someone dropped a thistle mace, cornucopia, and 2 bags of wind. Not good. We lost a healer. We lost half of the archers, 340 archers. So, yeah, needless to say, we didn't get Serpent Blessing as an auto cast. That was a fucking lie. Nope. Yeah, no, yes. Yeah, he didn't cast it, yeah. 4 Lamia, 26 Sacreds, 2 of the Ninkanankas, who got 41 kills. 99 Swordsmen, again, like, the Foul Vapors decimated my shit. That was entirely a lie that I believed. They ended up getting, like, 47 kills. I lost 483 units. That's really a self-own if there ever was one. Jesus Christ. So now we have 159 units sitting here that I have to manage somewhat. I don't think mass regen was cast, so I don't know what was. Someone picked up a bag of wind that shouldn't have it. A couple people picked up some shit they shouldn't have. You picked up a cornucopia you don't need. And you picked up a thistle mace you don't need. Oh no, you need the bag of wind. Thistle mace. I think every nature mage has one. I guess our pretender can equip it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Flame. Yeah, that was brutal. That was really not good. Fucking hell. Okay. That was the easy one. Okay, so yeah, no foul vapors. Because it's kind of useless on this one anyways. It was obviously not that useful on this one. We could bring along... No, I kind of... Well, I mean, we could just bring along every maid and tell them to fucking cast spells and see what happens. But I do have a few more 2s. If we want to get more of that. For more shatter possibilities. Another arena battle happened with Femini being victorious. Alright. So yeah, I could have gone back and restocked units a bit, but we're not winning this one based on how many archers we have. So, whatever. We just need to re-script the new guys. I have to remember, yeah, Forked Lightning, that's pretty shit now, but fine. You're doing this. This. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much still Fudge City, so that's fine. We could maybe, you know, I just want decent coverage. And then the only other thing we're changing is, of course, taking off Foul Vapors. I don't care what you really cast, but don't cast that. I guess I could cast, like... Oaken Army, I suppose. Sure. Alright. Let's see how this one goes, shall we? Fucking Foul Vapors. It's very, very rare that I ever cast that with an army, but it was just like, oh, well, you auto-cast Serpent Blessing. That sounds awesome. Would be awesome. If you didn't sit on a throne of lies. Oh boy, this is a slow one. Sands of Katis. We auto-cast Natural Rain. Is that a good thing? Oh, did you cast Stygian Rain? That doesn't seem like a good thing I should have. Why didn't you cast Wailing Winds? Not that it would do us that much good. Natural Rain, what is... Oh god, the Ninky Nankas were blasting. They're blasting ass. We won. That's good. We lost 24 of the Ancestrals, 2 Archers, a Lamia, 55 Sacreds, 1 Ninky Nanka, 7 Sacred Servants, 32 Swordsmen. Honestly, not bad. Hell of a lot better than the last one. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty damn good. Alright, Throne number 3 has been claimed. Now we go back home, restock, and march on Forest of the Dead. I think we got this one in the bag, to be honest. I don't know why he didn't cast Wailing Winds. I'm a little unclear on that one. But, I don't know. It worked out. I don't want him to really cast Stygian Rains, to be honest. We don't have enough magic weapons, I think, for that. But I suppose it's fine. Certainly didn't make much difference there. Alright, back home. Now, as for the Mokele Mbembe, because I'm a big fan of these things, yeah, I think we'll take them along, because most of the stuff on the front line does have poison resist, and I think I'll actually have him maybe cast Serpent Blessing normally. Oh, his Serpent form casts Serpent Blessing. Alright, well then I'm an idiot. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay. Well, Yeah, well, we do need his human form for Wailing Winds, I suppose. I'm not sure. I can just have him cast Serpent Blessing. That's probably what I'll do. Oh, come on. We keep doing long videos. Crazy. Serpent Blessing. It's 2. So we just have to get him Cornucopia. That's easy done. We should declare war. Yeah. Oh, Femini is wiping out TNG. Holy shit. I guess. Idle hands, you know? Okay, well, we certainly have reinforcements available. Jesus. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, let's move here. Ooh, we can pick up 26 more serpents over here while we wait for war. Nah, alright, I'll just have you make a cornucopia. It's fine. This only gets really fucky if Femini for some reason declares war on us. Really the only one that's would be of any problem. Zabalba? Oh shit. Well, I already sent the declaration of war, so that's that. Thankfully, we have gobs of money, so we can actually cover our tracks as we go. But I really don't think this will be much trouble. Yeah, we got some snakes. We got some snakes here. Yeah. Okay. An insane amount of research, like an insane amount of mages. This game is wild. Fucking foul vapors. It's my own fault. I didn't read it closely enough. Makes sense, though. I mean, that's a reasonable trade-off, I suppose. And if all I cared about was foul vapors, I suppose we could just go in, like... Yeah, probably. Maybe I'm dumb. Because we're not gonna carry gems for every battle. So yeah. Probably just autocast. Serpent Blessing, and then yeah, we're gonna take a big fucking risk here again that it's actually gonna work. But cast Foul. Where the hell am I? I have so many spells now. Foul Vapors. Oh, the Makole Mabembes are undisciplined. Great. You're gonna just get slam-a-lammed back there, and maybe you'll trudge forward eventually and hit something. Yep, Zabalba has skirted in there. Okay, well, we can't tolerate that shit. Are we all reasonably happy with scripts and everything? I mean, I guess. We don't need Thunderward anymore. Am I really gonna unscript that? Probably. Nah, fuck it. I don't care. They can have shock resist. You never know. Let's see if we get Serpent's Blessing. Now, that's only 5 poison resist. We're still going to lose people to Foul Vapors. But in the end, we'll still have a lot of snakes and sacreds, theoretically. So, I don't know. This is the first. How many archers we lose on this experiment? Okay. Well, I didn't see Serpent's Blessing autocast, so, I don't know. Really easy battle, though. Well, they won't all be that easy, will they? Fuck it. I mean, this is what we're here for, right? If we can't win a big battle with this, then what can we do? We don't have to take this throne, exactly. We can skip past it, and I'm tempted to do so. But this is probably the big battle we're gonna do. So we'll see how... No, great. We got hit with both. Of course we did. Okay, he went with Stygian Rain instead of... Ow! What the fuck was that? Oh, God, the kludge. Oh, the poison. Oh, they got big poison. There was no Serpent Blessing. Why didn't you cast Serpent Blessing? Okay, do not cast Foul Vapors then. Abort. He's not casting it. We lost 205 archers to something. I'm not sure what exactly. My own arrows, I think. We also lost 6 fucking captains. Oh my god, there's gonna be 1,000 units sitting on this thing. Six fucking captains died. Yeah, 700 units now sitting here that I can't carry with me. Best of luck. Alright, we mostly just care about sacreds then. Jesus. I can't carry shit. I don't know, just bring along snakes, I guess. Archers are just gonna die to something or other. Okay, well, we're in significantly less kludge territory. I think we gotta go boxes now. Just to minimize Kludge and get the Makole Mbembes into battle. Ditch Foul Vapors again. I don't trust it, even though I have mostly poison resist now. Just cast anything that's anything. You'll figure it out. We only have to take one fort. I think they all die, don't they? I mean, should I just carry them with on mages? I probably should, right? Rather than leave them here. Even if they're not scripted, they just walk into battle, whatever. Yeah, I hate to just see them all die randomly. You can all carry some troops. Alright. I can't see us losing, really. But we lost a lot more than I wanted there. And I don't know what's up with Serpent Blessing. I probably should have put him back in human form. Message from Zabalba, huh? Oh god, the Nankaninkis. Oh, and the Mbembes just spamming. Oh god, don't turn around. Oh lord. What the fuck is that thing? The dog of the underworld. What? 765 hit points. Oh my god. No poison resist, notably. That's a shame for you. Yeah, you got smoked. Okay, we lost a lot on that. The Nankaninkis, the Mbembes. Another 204 archers. 18 sacred, 7 lamias, 7 diviners. It's all falling apart. 60 swordsmen, 14 sacred serpents. Yeah, this army is not stable in any way. What do we do on the Forest of the Dead? Do we crack it? Critically damaged. Okay. We're gonna put you back in human form. Yeah, we don't need to do that. Alright. Yeah, as long as Femini doesn't go to war with us anytime in the next turn, even then, I think we're fine. Crazy. This army is the most unstable, ridiculous shit fuck I've ever put together. But god damn it if it doesn't work. Breached. He's gonna hit me with everything he's got there. 890. Oh god. See how he likes poison and Nankaninki's bullshit and, I don't know, forked lightning. We actually should have abandoned the archers and the swordsmen, just taken snakes and sacreds, and gone fall vapors. We probably would have done much better. That is a very large army as well. Alright, we got Howl, which is going to do limited stuff. We have plenty of poison, which is going to do bad things to me. We've got massive Kludge City. Okay. We've got enough shit that's bad for him. He lost 1,300 units. Jesus. But we lost our last captain, which I think was my prophet. 9 diviners, 2 healers, 41 archers, 45 lamis, 18 sacreds, a Nankaninki, 21 sacred serpents, 11 swordsmen. Yeah. Alright, now the fortress. So I don't think we have our prophets, so our sacreds are not going to be blessed. But it probably doesn't matter. The Mbembes are crazy. These giant snakes are pretty ridiculous. It didn't matter. We won. We lost basically all the rest of our mages. Probably to poison. 114 sacred serpents died. We have practically nothing left here except the Mbembes and the serpents. Yeah. But it doesn't matter. We won. Jesus Christ. Lame throne. Defense. 100. He has another 1,100 units, by the way. But he literally cannot win. So. Fucking ridiculous, man. But these are the games we live for, right? These epic games where we pull out the win with some dramatic victory. There it is. So he did, of course, beat the PD because he launched 855 units at it. I would hope he wins. But then... Okay, yeah, so... He didn't breach it right away, though. But we won, and that's that. Holy shit. What a game. Yeah, I mean, that was a fucking, like, experience, man. Like, we went through a lot of stuff. We did a lot of prep. We tried multiple different avenues for other thrones. We were almost going to take this one, and... Yeah, and we had a Monolith Watcher throne, a fucking Fire throne... Or whatever that... Yeah, whatever that was. Shades and stuff. Kithronic Lions. Yeah, it was crazy. Zabalba with, like... 4,000 units. Just like Zabalba took over most of the map. Look at that. Like 30% of the map was Zabalba, 30% was Femini. And it's turn 74. Yeah, this was definitely a more epic game for us. We did a lot of prep. I don't know if it was worth it, really. It wasn't handled well. Poison is dangerous stuff. And the Nanka-Ninki's just blasting off constantly. But we got it in the end. Right, Great Arrada. Well... Yeah, I mean, not bad. The Sacreds are not really anything special, but they're fine, you know. They're just a decent sort of chassis. I wish the protection value was higher. But they are cheap, which allows you to kind of go lower on scales. And we could have gone even lower on scales with productivity. Yeah, for late age, it's not really anything stellar, I would say. Lack of crossbows and all that. But composite bow is not terrible against a lot of stuff, including our own shit. That was kind of the problem. The magic was fairly limited, but Dominion's Enhanced does give you a lot more options, so that's nice. In vanilla, this would be pretty shit. We didn't really do much with blood, but we did do stuff with conjuration. And the Mbembes were pretty great. These are really phenomenal units. And the Nanka-Ninkis, I think, were pretty solid. If sort of unwieldy on your own troops, because it's 10 armor negating damage. So unless you have really high magic resistance, you're getting blasted. But, you know, if you could control them away from your troops and not have Cludge City the way that we had, yeah, pretty powerful. We had all the snake stuff, but that was our pretender. That wasn't related to the nation. But the snakes did help, I would say. Having that many sacreds on top of our kind of crappy sacreds was pretty nice. So, yeah, it was a fun game. Decent nation. We have 430 nature gems. Ridiculous. That's the problem when you have, like, this massive amount of gem income, but you don't have mages that can really utilize it. Like, I guess we had a lot of 3 nature mages. Like, you can do quite a bit of stuff with that with conjuration. We were up to conjuration 7, so they can pretty reliably, like, get Lamias, if we wanted a shit ton of Lamias. Or, They could get a lot of forest trolls, which are pretty good. Or they could get a lot of vine ogres. Forest, yeah, shit ton of forest trolls if we wanted. Man, I could have had like 4... No, I mean... I have 400 nature gems. Yeah, I could have had like, yeah, 400 or so forest trolls if I wanted. Anyways, I gotta go. That was a fun game. But my name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.